Hi everybody, Robert again. This time I have a video for you on finding other content websites, niche relevant content websites in your space, in your market space, where you might be able to provide feedback on those websites and also incorporate a link into your feedback back to your website. Now, none of this is very difficult to do, and in earlier videos you've seen how to actually create these comments or so forth. The main issue is finding them. So at least in respect of blogs, what I normally do is I either use Technorati, which is the main sort of blog directory, or I use the Google blog search function, which is blogsearch.google.com, as you can see here. And if we click through to that that search engine, we can type our main market phrase in, and we can see all the blogs that get returned here. Now, by clicking through to these blogs, we might be able to find blogs whereby we can make a comment, and indeed this is a blog where that is possible. So what we would do here, as you've seen in earlier videos, is we'd probably use our unique phrase here. So I haven't checked this, but I'd check to see whether something like, the speed reading guru is a phrase that is unique in Google at the moment, and if it is, then I would use that as the name here. I'd put a link to my website link here, and then I'd make a comment in relation to the copy on this blog post, something which is going to add value to that copy, something that's useful, or a well thought out opinion that I might have about what this person wrote here, and then click submit comment. And of course I can go through all the blogs that are niche relevant and find posts where I can make comments with backlinks back to my website, which of course is also niche relevant to the subject of speed reading. So that's how I would I'd find blogs where I can make comments and generate backlinks. Now, forums are a little bit more challenging, but generally what I do is just search in Google for the niche phrase and add on the keyword phrase forum on the end, and then hopefully Google will identify forums that are relevant to this niche. Now, indeed, there seems to be a thread here on this forum. Yes, that's on the subject of speed reading, and maybe this is a forum where I can register and comment on this thread. Now, immediately I look at this. The first thing that's evident to me is that yes, there are comments, but none of those comments have signatures. Now, that's usually an indication that that function has not been turned on in this forum, and which means that they may be heavily moderating that functionality. And as I scroll down here, indeed I see there's a link there, no follow link. It's highlighted in red, but there is nevertheless a link. But further down, the moderator has removed this link. Now, almost certainly, I would say that link has probably been removed because it points to a product or a sales page. So this is an example of a forum that's being properly moderated, and the link inclusions are being very carefully moderated. So I'd probably move on from this forum and look for forums where perhaps the signature functionality is turned on, and where the forum participants don't have a problem with people putting links into their commentary. Now, there are plenty of other Web 2.0 platforms like Squidoo and HubPages that allow you to make comments or have guestbook functionality enabled, so that you can provide feedback to the site owner. Of course, one can always go over to Squidoo itself or HubPages and do a search inside that website. But what I like to do is use Google to do those searches. And the structure of the search phrase that allows you to do that is to delimit the search by the site. So I've got site:/squidoo.com, which means that Google's only going to return pages from Squidoo. I'm searching for the specific phrase "sign my guestbook," because very often when people have that guestbook functionality enabled, that's text is included within that module. And then I've got my keyword phrase, in this case speed reading, and click Google search. And the reason I like to use Google to do this is because Google will return the Squidoo pages in relevancy, in authority order. So the highest ranked as far as Google is concerned Squidoo pages get returned first, and then the remainder in declining order. Whereas if we did that search inside Squidoo, then we'd just be getting we'd be getting a return of pages, but not necessarily on the order of search engine optimization ranking. Now in the case of Squidoo here, it does appear that at least as far as Google is concerned, there aren't any obviously niche relevant lenses here. Now at this stage we could go off to Watermelon on Squidoo and pop in a comment with a link back to our site, but that wouldn't really be very that wouldn't be good practice, because there's just no niche relevance here. At this stage, probably best to move on and search other platforms where there might be a tighter niche relevance. And one of those other platforms could be hub pages. Now I use the this structure here for searching for hub pages. Very similar to the Squidoo one, except that instead of searching for a guestbook, we're searching for the phrase "submit a comment." Again, we're delimiting the search only to the hubpage.com domain, and of course we've got our keyword again, speed reading. Hit enter, and indeed there does seem to be some hub pages that at least have some relevance to the phrase speed reading. So now if we click through here, we've got a hub page. Yep, we've got a hub which is focused on the subject of speed reading, and indeed the guestbook functionality is turned on. So we can enter our unique phrase here, the speed reading guru, let's say, and our URL, and then make a comment. Again, make that comment relevant to the subject of the hub page. Read it through, see if you have an opinion about what this person says, see if you can add value to that, and then do that in the commentary. And just before I finish, I've seen a couple of videos now where, as I've been going through the search engines, you've probably noticed that this little blue icon pops up, every time I put my mouse over a link. And I thought I better explain what that is. It's actually a plugin, a fantastic plugin called Cool Iris. And what it allows you to do is, instead of having to click through and change the focus of the browser, I can put my mouse over that and it pops up a little window and shows me what's at the other end of that link without necessarily having to click through. It makes browsing very fast, because I can just quickly put my mouse over, check and see what's there. Do I want to actually click through? If I do, I can actually then open that page up into a tab in the browser, and I'm away. Fantastic plugin. It also lets me know which sites I've actually looked at by changing the color of the link. If you're interested in that plugin, I've done a little video over on my website here, just showing how that how to install it and how to use it, what the functionality is. And if you'd like to go and check that video out and check that plugin out, then the address of that little video is summercorp.com/gurubob/cooliris.html. Alright, that's it for now. Hope you found that useful, and I'll come back again another time with yet another video on a backlink generating strategy. Okay, talk soon.